make that linear in and linear out. There we go. And now you can. Now it should actually be a little bit more linear when it actually bounces. There we go. So it comes down and it bounces and it bounces and bounces, bounces. You can see this particular bounce here is maybe a little bit too high. So I'm going to just turn on Alt key again and move that down a bit. And every time Alt key is turned on and you alter any parameter, it'll create a key at that point. But as an example, one of the things you can do in the motion panel is you can actually go to the trajectory and modify that directly. And that's quite a cool way of animating. So if I go to trajectories, you can see I can select this. If I go to sub-object and select a key, you can see now that I can actually move this key. And by doing that, I can actually modify the animation. So that's quite a cool way of modifying animation if you wish to do so. Okay, so now we have a reasonable animation of the teapot bouncing. The next thing to do is to check to see if the pace of it is correct. So let's actually have a look at that. And you can see that it's really very slow. It's not very realistic, is it really? So what we're going to have to do here is actually shorten down the animation on that a little bit. And that will actually make it appear to go a little bit faster. So I'm going to go to the curve editor again, curve editor, there we go, and I'm going to select these keys here. That's pretty cool. Actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to dope sheet, there we go, and I'm going to select these keys, open up the teapot here, open up its transforms, open up its position. There we are, we have X, Y and Z there. So I'm going to select those keys and I'm going to use the scale tool here to actually change the scale the animation down here. So there we go. Oops, I need to actually select the 3 axes here. There we go, and just scale that down. Let's try moving it down by actually that isn't actually quite correct because we need to keep the impact point the same, so we need to actually scale down from frame 15 onwards, from this point onwards. So let's just do that again. Okay, there we go, and scale down. Okay, let's try that. Okay, that's pretty cool, I think. Bang. Now I need to change this key so the actual impact synchronizes, because you could see that when I scale these keys, the first key, which is the impact point, actually moved backwards in time. So the impact is actually happening a little bit earlier now. So we need to actually get that and transform that. So let's get that aligned again. There we go. Puts the teapot back where it should be. It's now maybe a little reacting a little bit too late, so we just need to adjust that. There we go. And the other problem that you can see now is that when it flies off the table, it flies down in a linear manner. So I need to put a key in there to actually give it some arc. So when it gets to that point, we'll just put a key in there, which makes it a little bit better, and we'll put a key there as well. Okay, there we go. We'll put that key in there as well. And we'll just modify the trajectory a little bit more now to make it a little bit more. You can see it's all become a little bit too compressed here, so I'm just going to move that up there, move that out here a little bit, move these all down. There we go, so the teapot flies a lot further on its initial strike. There we go, and then I'm going to make this bounce, this second bounce, a bit bigger. Same for this one, and now we'll just get a little bit more decay coming, so there we go, and Let's just try and modify this.